New here at 6 o'clock, a man will spend the rest of his life in jail for killing his girlfriend. A jury took less than an hour to determine his guilt earlier this summer, and today a judge decided his fate. Channel 2 investigative reporter Mark Winnie is live for us right now in downtown Atlanta. So Mark, prosecutors used video of the night in question from at least half a dozen different cameras to get that conviction.
Yeah, we've got a lot of that video. Fulton County domestic violence deputy DA Asia Beza says victim Jetsy Romero Garcia had more than 40 blunt force traumas to her body. Plus, she was shot point blank in the head. All this just months after a chilling threat from her boyfriend and eventual killer. We begin with DA Fonnie Willis.
He had threatened her with a gun before.
The court is going to sentence Mr. Cruz to life without the possibility of parole on the malice murder charge.
You've got to get out. You have to get out, even if you love him.
We shot the video of Christopher Cruz as he walked into Fulton Superior Court Judge Rachel Krause's courtroom to be sentenced for the murder of Jetsy Romero Garcia and more.
Step up. Step up. I understand, but I want to get the firearm.
But video from a half dozen sources helped convict Cruz in July of the brutal murder of Jetsy, his girlfriend, in a jealous rage in May 2025, turning a threat he made in December 2024 into lethal reality. Say Fulton County Chief Senior Assistant District Attorney Christina Clark.
In December of 2024, the defendant pulled a loaded firearm and promised to shoot Jetsy in the head. 5 months later, he kept that promise.
And Deputy DA Asia Beza.
The defendant in this case executed his girlfriend, Jetsy Romero Garcia, in a parking garage over jealousy, over power, and over control.
The two prosecutors say video showed the couple on a date, arriving at the Tongue and Groove nightclub close to 11 p.m., dancing inside. Jetsy encountering an old boyfriend whom she appeared to rebuff. Jetsy playfully blowing a kiss toward a security guard. But roughly 2 hours after arrival, the couple argued in the street. Jetsy walked away rapidly, Cruz tailing her. Minutes later, Jetsy hid from Cruz under a MARTA utility truck. She emerged and they argued. Jetsy punched Cruz and fled. Then about 10 minutes later, Cruz forced her into a parking deck stairwell. And about 5 minutes later, he pulled out of the parking deck. Cruz, prosecutors Clark and Beza say, had severely beaten Jetsy and shot her in the head. Ms. Beza and Ms. Clark say Cruz dropped his girlfriend at Grady Hospital, where he claims she was victim of a drive-by. But an Atlanta police officer recovered what turned out to be the murder weapon from Cruz's truck.
I believe we submitted about 23 letters.
In a court filing, defense lawyer Amanda Clark Palmer spoke of character letters. Quote, the letter writers repeatedly described Christopher as kind, respectful, peaceful, hardworking, dependable, generous, family-oriented, disciplined, and willing to help others.
This duality is the exact hallmark of a domestic abuser. So Judge Krause said, you still have friends and family who love you and who can come see you. Jetsy's family, all they have is her memory. Prosecutor Clark says Atlanta Police Detective Christine Flowers deserves some of the credit for the total sentence of life without the possibility of parole, plus 5 years. Reporting live, Mark Winnie, Channel 2 Action News.
We want to make sure you know that if you or someone you know is a victim of domestic violence, call the state's domestic violence support hotline. It routes callers to their nearest certified shelter. The lines are open 24/7.